So I normally don't really enjoy making these because it's super hard to do depressing stories, and I said I wasn't going to take, and I still am not going to take requests or whatever for this. But yeah, I did say if I did have a solid idea for another absolute story, then I would do it. The first one was a Patreon request. The second I did on my own, and this is now the third, maybe the last. We'll see. Again, nothing is set in stone. So as you can see from the title, yes, Absolute Danny Phantom. That is the story we're going with. I mean, not Absolute Danny Phantom, Absolute Randy Cunningham, 9th grade ninja. So this was one I was kind of like, this one could work as a solid idea. So yeah, let's get into it. Now this takes elements of like the absolute DC universe that is going on right now, and basically what it is like taking away like certain elements of the character, and are they still that character? So for this one, we're going to be basically doing Randy, like I said. So let's get into it. So in this one, the thing that was taken away from Randy is the Nomicon. So he doesn't have the Nomicon. There go. He doesn't have the gadgets or the mystical items and the suit itself to help him. He also doesn't have his parents. We'll get to that in a minute. So yeah, in this storyline, basically the Nomicon was destroyed years ago. The Nomicon was destroyed. There hasn't been a ninja of Norrisville in over 20 years, and he's almost being treated. Ninja's almost being treated like a urban legend at this point. In enters Randy Cunningham, who is training to be the next ninja under S. Ward Smith. Remember, the blind sword maker. In this continuity, S. Ward Smith was part of, or so he claims to be part of, a ninja clan. He claims to be part of this society, this lost society of ninjas who protected Norrisville from this sorcerer. And the ninja clan was betrayed, and now he's one of the last ones surviving. There's like little pockets all across the country, but he's the last one in Norrisville. So he's taken Randy in, who Randy in here is already like an angry young man in his own right. You see, in this continuity, Randy's more of an anarchist. He's very much like he's very anti-capitalist. He's very because in here, almost said the quiet part out loud. Basically, McFist is way more tech aggressive and more corporate. In here, the whole town is under his thumb. Corporations and things all bow to him in McFist in Norrisville, and essentially, among that is a healthcare system that failed Randy's mother, who was dying of cancer, who basically was like, it's not covered on, McFist health insurance doesn't cover your mom's, cancer treatment, so fuck you. So she wasted away and died, and Randy's father, basically the family went into poverty because of it, and Randy's father, in order to feed his children, in order to feed his son and make some money, he tried to rob a bank and got gunned down for it. So Randy's been abandoned, he's alone, and that's when Smith found him on the streets and is like, "Hey kid, I'll take you in, and you mad kid? You mad about what's going on in the world? So how about I teach you how to fight back?" So Randy is now under Smith's tutelage, and Randy it's kind of like Stick and Daredevil. That's the relationship they have. So if you've read classic Daredevil, then you already know it's not a happy relationship. But Randy is like, look, I'm going to trust this guy, and I'm also going to believe whatever crazy story he has if I can get what I want, which is taking down McFist. Like, that's his end goal, is like, I want to kill McFist. This guy, I think he's crazy, talking about like Tengus and ninja clans and whatever, but if he gives me what I want, then I'm going to, do whatever. So in here, since Randy doesn't have the Nomicon or whatever, he has to learn all these lessons himself, and also has to learn how to carry all, he uses all this gear himself. So he's got like pockets in a tailor-made suit that he made him. He fashioned his own ninja costume. So he's got his own gear, he's got his own weapons that he forges, and things like that. He's even wearing like Kevlar, because that suit protected him from a lot of impact damage. But now that he doesn't have that magic suit, whenever he punches like a robo-ape, it's gonna like, it bruises his hand. So he's got to wear like padding, where he hits and where he gets shot at, because it's not just robo-apes who are more like special squads. In here, he has to fight, he has to fight the police that are under McFist's bankroll. On top of that, it is revealed that McFist is also a member of this former ninja clan that Smith was a part of. According to Smith, yeah, McFist was the last ninja that we had, and he tried to, he basically was robbing banks and accumulating this corporate wealth. And he betrayed the clan and killed us all, and even blinded me. So Randy's like, that's bullshit. But at the same time, he's like, yeah, look, I just want to kill McFist. That's the end game here. I'll believe whatever the fuck you want. I'll tolerate whatever the fuck you have to say, but like, as long as you want McFist dead as bad as I do, then we're good. As for other characters, since the ninja is seen as like attacking McFist and trying to shake up the corporations, there's media against him, there's newspaper outlets against him. So a vast majority of adults are against the ninja. They're like, yeah, he's a terrorist. Whereas the younger generation, like Howard and Heidi and all of them, they all see him as like a hero. Like, they definitely see him as like this folk hero for them, fighting against major corporations. So Randy is seen, he's not totally alone. He does have like, sympathizers, and he does have people who are more than willing to like fight for him, and he's actually rallying the younger generation against these major corporations who are like preying on housing and pharmacies and using big pharma, taking money away from small businesses, all of these major things. Randy has like been a beacon by attacking these corporations under McFist in order to fight back. Among other things, you also have the Sorcerer in here, and the Sorcerer is seen more as like, he's not like some kind of old, like being trapped in another universe. He's like an old man, and almost like the devil, where he's like making all these deals with McFist and also helping him, in his corporate espionage, and also infusing magic with the monsters. He basically is capable of like walking around, but he is diminished in magic. He's not like a super godlike being. He's just, he does have magic, and McFist, to him, he's the real power behind McFist's throne. So, there's that as well. You also have Viceroy, who's more like a sadistic geneticist. He's very much like a Baxter Stockman kind of character in a way. Building new machines and even using like these programs to help the homeless, and turning the homeless, removing their brains and making them into robo-apes. So it's just a tad fucked up. Yeah. So there you go, guys. There's Absolute Randy Cunningham. Like I said, I don't plan on making these absolutes a lot, and so don't ask. No, not to be a dick. But, like, it's really hard to make something really depressing and interesting, but if I have an idea, I will come out with it. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of Absolute Randy Cunningham? Did you guys like it, hate it? Comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time, Multiverse.